Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is DAMMO Does England. It is Season 4 of DAMMO Does England, Season 2 here with BMouth. And we are here with a massive title-defining Premier League game against Chelsea. We also have in the second part, obviously the first leg against Bordeaux, before we then have a game break in between YouTube episodes against Huddersfield before the episode 47, which will be Bordeaux and Liverpool. As you can see, it is now crunch time in the Premier League. There's 10 games to go. We have got Chelsea coming up. We've got Liverpool in not too distant future. We've got Man United as well, who are still there or thereabouts fighting the Premier League title. A couple of big results happened previously. We beat Watford 4-2 in a crazy game. We went 1-0 down. We actually didn't look too good in that. We FM'd the hell out of Watford. We put 4 chances on target. We banged all 4 past Brad Leno, and that's the reason why we sold him from Arsenal, because he wasn't quite good enough. In the end, though, we weren't great at all, but to win this game is the hallmark of playing shit and winning games, and the hallmark of being a champion, and hopefully that's what we'll be at the end of the season. We then went and played Newcastle, and if that was the hallmark of a champion in Watford, this is the hallmark of a definite champion, a team that's worthy of winning a champion, you know, being Premiers of England, however you want to put it. We were 2-0 down. We were 2-0 down in the 63rd. Come the 70th, when Callum Wilson banged in a penalty and banged one in from a corner, we were 3-2 up. We were deplorable at the back in this game. However, the boys up front did the job, and off they went, and we got the big 3 points. Bigger results than that is that Chelsea are yet to play one of their games in hand, and if they were to beat us, the points they could get to is 66 right now from the 2 games, which would actually jump us. Liverpool as well, 2 points behind us, which does mean a draw today would not be the worst result, because we were to draw today, and we were to draw against Liverpool as well in the future, and then win every other game, we would win the Premier League. That isn't out of the realms of possibility with the games that we have in hand, apart from Arsenal and Man United. Hopefully by then, Liverpool and Chelsea have dropped off a little bit. I don't think they will. And I feel like between United and Arsenal, we're going to need to win one. And we're going to need to pick up a point between Chelsea or Liverpool for us to win the title. It is going to be one hell of a run in, ladies and gentlemen. And if we were to win the Premier League title in our second season with Bournemouth, it would be quite amazing. If you look at it, with Chelsea having a game in hand as well, there is 4 teams on 60 points or more. And to be honest, United, when they get to 28, should be on 60 as well. There's 5 teams that can win this Premier League, and technically Arsenal, if they were to win every game this season, you would say. Big result is that Liverpool are about to play right now at the 12:30 kickoff, hence why you see this screen. They beat Watford 1-0. Fuck, that would have been a nice game for them to, obviously drop points in. Anyhow, it's Chelsea now, who are in 4th, us in 1st. Massive Premier League game. It is going to be an absolute cracker, you feel. We don't have the best of records at Stamford Bridge in the save. However, we are a team that doesn't know how to lose. We're a team that knows how to fight. City won. Look, we expect City to be pretty good. Arsenal won. Keeps them in the title fight, I guess. Spurs are out of it, so who really cares? As you can see, the results are City played 29 on the same points as us. A loss would actually bring us back into the City too, which is not great as well. A draw is so massive in this game. But we are going to line up with Phil Jones at the back. Only on 86. He's playing with that broken arm. It's another 7 days until that broken arm's 100% mended, which is great. I'm actually going to bring Lowton in for Manzo. Didn't have the best of time last time out. Unfortunately, where is he? Mahrez is 100% fit. But I'm very tempted to get him out there for Danny Quinn, because I prefer an injured Mahrez to go out there and play a little bit than not play at all. Anyhow, Handanovic in goals. Lowton, Jones, Winmer, Melling, Sessegnon, Heidemann, Carlos, Sissoko, Pellegrini, and Callum Wilson. These 2 need a fire. We need to finish our chances here against Chelsea. Score predictions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. There is a few of you. As always, YouTube, links in the description below. Come follow us on Twitch. It is absolute madness tonight. We're probably going to end up in the suit at some point to see a Premier League title defining game. And on we go. It is Kepa in goals. Obviously, a lot of controversy about Kepa of late. As Azpilicueta, Skriniar, Christensen, Tyrini, Jorginho, Kante, and Barella, who's a great midfielder. Suso, Hazard, and Morata. And off we go. Obviously, into the team talk here. We know where the underdogs go out there and give a performance. Heidemann looks stressed. For the first time in a long time, we've done a poor team talk. But we've turned it around. That's the first heart fluttering moment out of it. Jackson predicting that we're going to win 4-3. Wow. I will take that, but my heart wouldn't. Sousa's very good on his left foot, so obviously going to show him on his right. Hazard's very good on his right foot, so show him onto his left. And Morata onto his weaker foot and tightly marking from the start. We don't usually do that, but Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, we have to be back. AJ Walker, first time we see him in the chat, is a 0-0 prediction. You do not know nothing about this save, AJ, if you're predicting 0-0. There is always goals whenever we play football. Good to see you in the chat, AJ, one of the absolute massive lads, one of the great mods in the chat. How are you feeling, my friend? Into the tunnel we go. Danny Drogba's absolutely not ready to start. Inca Williams, I'm focused on what we can do, not what them. It is, of course, Chelsea here at Stamford Bridge in the blue. Us in the black and the red. Can we do it today? Is it going to be a massive step forward towards the Premier League title? Or will it all become oh so tight yet again? BFG reckons we're going to lose to Chelsea 3-1. Off we go. Would I take a draw? I probably would. But at the same time, I wouldn't as well. Anyhow, Kante into Barella. Barella, no shot please. He runs inside. Handanovic, what a save to his left. Hits why we brought him in is because he's still got all his shot-stopping ability. It's just all about his movement. And even then, he's usually in the right position anyway. It's a great save. Jorginho with space. In the end, finds Suso. Suso now reeling around again. Jorginho again. Back into Suso. And off we go. Christensen, time's ticked away. 20 minutes played. Still 0-0. And off we go. It's not been the best from us so far, but it's been okay. And hopefully, it can continue in this vein. I'm actually going to tell us demand a little bit more. Get a bit of more work rate. See if we can actually manufacture a couple of chances. Pellegri's good in the air. Doesn't jump, though. Kante is going to get there, isn't he? Kante running with it. Into Hazard now. Can we get a challenge? We don't. Backstick. So. We haven't looked that good so far. We're 1-0 down here to Chelsea. It's a good ball. Backstick there. And Suso makes it one. So only just 7th for the season. We've expected more from Suso. Pellegrini doesn't jump, but my biggest problem is this. If Carlos is going to press, Heidemann needs to sit in that hole. He doesn't. He bombs on, gets caught, and there we go. It is 1-0 Chelsea. We haven't been at our best, but hopefully we can find a moment or two before half-time. It's a corner. Don't be two. Suso, backstick, headed back. Sissoko clears. Only as far as Morata can reel around and hit one. Puts it wide, mercifully. Still 1-0. Come on, boys. Get in the half-time. Heidemann, free kick, pops it in. Header, Phil Jones! Off you go. Don't you dare, VAR. Clear foul. Pellegrini. Okay, let's see it, please. Pellegrini is apparently nudged as Blue Equator. Can we see it? Phil Jones didn't push another play. It said Pellegrini did. Alright, let's highlight Pellegrini. Let's go. Where are you, Pellegrini? He's a tall one. He's wearing the 23. He's here. Alright, let's have a look. Don't you dare. Pellegrini's here. I'm sorry, but can someone explain to me what he's done? He's kind of stood beside him. He hasn't attempted to play the ball. He hasn't attempted to play the man. And he's kind of just said, oh, that's over me. Who's this? As Louis Queta's jumped for a ball he's never getting to and has missed it. And how is VAR picked? Oh, my days. Don't get me started with VAR. We had a moment with it against Everton, obviously, where we had a goal disallowed for offside, which was clearly onside, and VAR disallowed it for offside, even though he was clearly level. And now we have one disallowed for a push, which was never there. Anyhow, off we go. 40 minutes played as Louis Queta on the ball. Sessegnon picks it up. Can we break? Callum wants it over the top. Callum's in 1v1. Callum versus Kepa. Callum! Kepa, what a save. He's been firing blanks all of a sudden, Callum, at the wrong time of the season. Anyhow, it's Melling to whip it in. Melling, in there. Sissoko, Jones, Kevin, Sessegnon, tackle. Callum, can he get a cross in? Melling now, surely pop it in there. Highlight ends. Of all places to end it, then, okay. Half-time, 1-0 down. Was it a foul, chat? I didn't think so. Get aggressive with him. Show me something else. We know the system works. We know we haven't been at our best, but champions find a way. So if we're going to find a way, today's the day. Heidemann. The stress drinkers will. It might be Danny Drinkwater on soon. Pellegrini's picked up a knock. It's a twisted knee. That's no good. You will see Omar Fall coming on fairly soon. Anyway, Barella bangs it in, and it's 2-0 inside 53. It's come out of nothing. We switch off from a throw, and it looks like our title hopes are taking a dent here today against Chelsea at Stamford. Got to get creative. Pellegrini we're going to give a couple more minutes to and see what happens, but he's going to go up to... Oh, don't you dare make it free. Suso, free would be hard to come back from. Heidemann, just head it away. He heads it straight to Christian. Ball in, Melling. Could have headed anyway. Pellegrini gets up. Only as far as the blue equator. We have not got our foot on the ball at all. What's your dog barking at? The dog next door, obviously, as well. But she's always outside this window. Hazard. Game over. Game is over. Umafei is a poacher. And the game is done and dusted, lads. Danny Drinkwater's going to... He's not even fit. Roberto's going to come in. Heidemann's had a shock. So is Carlos. I'm going to just get him as a box-to-box. And Heidemann's just going to play as a deeper lying. It's pretty much done and dusted now. Unbelievable. We have capitulated against Chelsea. It is an absolute horrid result. We have played horrible. And Chelsea have beaten us 3-0 at a minimum now. You don't see us getting back into it at all. Just great one-touch play from Chelsea. And we've been carved apart here at Stamford Bridge. We've been pretty good all season. But now we've been carved apart. Both centre-backs on a booking. Made a double change. If we could push forward, it would be great. At some point, we're going to have to gamble and try and get one. What's the point? At what point do we gamble? That if he gives a red card for that, I'm sorry, but the officials are going to cop it in the post-match. At what point is it a red? Gonna have to sacrifice Will Cullen, unfortunately. Advance forward on attack. Goal difference is huge here. Dale Fry's going to come on. I'm actually going to put Sessegnon and Sissoko forward. We're actually just going to move to this. More cautious. We're actually going to just have to drop off here. We're going to have to drop off. Still extremely urgent. Don't use the offside trap. Get stuck in a little bit now. There we go. We're going to get Mahrez in as well. We can't make any more changes. Of course we can't. Sissoko's going to have to play. And we're going to just exploit space both ways. Very direct. Extremely high. No time wasting. Be more expressive. And be a bit more wider in our system. And just look for space. But you would say it's game over after that as well. Anyway, Sissoko, you just need him to get up. Umafei, he's there. One time. Alright. If there's ever a time to become a hero, Umar, now's the time. I want two more. Off we go. 3-1. Is there time? Do you believe, chat? I usually say I believe. Up with 10 men, I don't. But I've seen stranger things. Kepa makes a mistake. And there we go. Come on, lads. Corner. Look, we probably our best chance is breaking from a corner. Skriniar cleared. Roberto. Full to us. Full. Go, Umar. You're quick. You got 17 spades. Go, Umar. Run. It's Umafei. He's all by himself. Hold it up. Fight Sissoko. Numbers. Roberto. Kepa. What a save from Kepa. Roberto has led of this. Kepa's gotten up. Run ahead. What a save. Holy hell. Time to come clutch, Kepa. And he came clutch indeed. I've lost my headphones. What a moment. All of a sudden, it's changed this game. Push forward, boys. Come on. Let's go. If we could get one before the 87th or something, I believe. That was the moment. Time's ticked away here. It's all over now. What a save. What a moment. If that goes in, it's all on. Full time 3-1. Uma came on and changed the game. Roberto bangs that in. You just never know. Far from pleased is what I'm going to say because it was pretty poor. Next part of this episode for everybody here on YouTube will be Bordeaux. We'll see it in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Fuck. Welcome back, YouTube. Part 2 of episode 46. As you can see from the Premier League title after all the results from the weekend, we're currently in second. Chelsea have a game in hand, which means they will jump us if they were to win it. Unfortunately for us, City are currently now behind us on goal difference, so we know how City love to score goals. It does now mean the Premier League title is out of our hands. We do still have to play Liverpool and United and Arsenal. However, if we were to get points out of those games and everybody else still having to play each other and so on and so forth, you just never know what could happen in this Premier League. But let's turn our attention to the Europa League. It's the first leg of the second knockout round here with Bournemouth. And we've gone fully rotated. Well, we've had to. Kevin Widmer's going to play to kind of lead the team. Melling's going to captain it because the marker isn't ready. But Manzo's going to come in with Fry, Scufford in goals, Sissoko. Carlos is going to play. I could play Roberto and Drinkwater, and I'm actually now going to do it too. Drinkwater as a thing, and then as a deeper line, and Roberto as a box-to-box. Garcia, Sissoko has to play because Mara isn't ready. Deeney and Faye. Faye's been in great goal-scoring form and has started to play really well. Apparently he's unhappy with a couple of things. Thinks he should be doing more technical possession. You can tell that he's Spanish. And we are going to continue on. Big game to get a little bit of confidence back before we play Huddersfield midweek, which is a must-win game. And obviously lead us in good stead for the second leg of this tie. An away goal's huge. They've got Joshua King up front, which is obviously our former man. Muniesa shouldn't be that good. Costley's a really good keeper. I'm interested to see what Cardozo looks like. He looks pretty good, the Argentinian. Give him a scout. Maybe for the future at another club. Drinkwater and Kevin are both on bookings. Would probably rest both anyway if we had to fight for the second leg. But we'll see how we go. Look, I'm expecting a much better performance tonight. Enough said. Let's go out there and press. Just get ourselves that away goal and off we go. Score predictions in the chat for the Europa League game. Off we go. Oh, he's not fit. Can you tell us Troy Deeney? I have complete faith. It's Troy freaking Deeney. The complete forward knows what he's doing. Troy. He's experienced. He's been here. He's done it all and he can take a decent pen. And I'll take a penalty goal. I wouldn't care. Score predictions in the chat. Like I said, boys, we're underway. It's them in the blue. Us in the dark blue. I would have preferred to see us wear the red and the black considering the colours. But beggars can't be choosers. Vlad, don't you dare be a highlight from kickoff. It is, but it's a pointless one anyway. He's blasted it well, high and wide. But we haven't started well. Anyhow, I can't wait for Phil Jones, by the way, to just be fit. Even though he has a broken arm, it shouldn't affect his fitness. But every time he doesn't just recover in time because he apparently has a broken arm. Guy can still train. Anyway, the throw-in finds Vlada. Vlada's run inside there. Bit too much. Cardozo now into Toussaint, who's a really good player being chased by Chelsea at the moment. Toussaint now into Galan, into Joshua King. Joshua King into Muniesa. Muniesa now have a chance to whip. Don't allow him to. He does whip. Backstick. Kevin heads. Only as far as Toussaint heads. Joshua King. What have you done there, Scuffert? What have you done there? Headed from King straight at Scuffert. And he's just gone, there you go. Have a second chance. This has not been a YouTube episode to put down as one of our better ones. That is for sure. I'm interested to see what the keeper does. Toussaint heads. Just what is that, keeper? In the end, this is why we brought Handanovic in and we didn't trust Scuffert. Off we go. 20 minutes played, still 1-0 down. Umar Faye, free kick, hits it. Costly saves. In the end, it was a poor free kick. Umar Faye heads back in the box. Might get it again. Whip it. Puts it in. Blocked. Should be highlight over. Looks like it will be. It is. Going to actually tell the boys to get creative off the bat. And off we are. Get him in the book. Oh, Jackson created the book command as they put one over the bar. And off we go. Loving the commands, Jackson. Loving the commands. Have not looked good at all so far, lads. But this is a Bournemouth side that know how to score goals. So one goal would be enough for me. And then we bring it to the second leg. 44 minutes played. 45, 46. Looks like we're getting the halftime here at 1-0 down. Time to give them a bit of a rocket. And then if we can see something else in the second half, would be ideal. Daniel Fry's been quite error-prone. Wonders why he doesn't get first-team football because the guy is not a good centre-back at all. Anyhow, the boys seem up for it now. Second half. We got players on the bench that can make a difference. We'll see how he goes. Fry finds Melling, and it'll be the end of the highlight. But it's a free kick. I'll take a goal straight away. Melling pops it in there to nobody. Garcia, Drinkwater. From distance, hits the bar. For half a second, you thought it was in, didn't you? I did. 50 seconds in, we've hit the bar. We're 1-0 down still. It's a corner. It's Melling. Pops it in their back stick. Deeney has saved. Umar Faye. Drinkwater. Thank you, Danny Drinkwater, for keeping me hydrated. 1-1. There we go. Bull-headed. Costly saves. Umar Faye blocked. Danny Drinkwater bangs it in. And it's 1-1. We get ourselves at the away goal. Let's go. 52 played. Umar Faye, free kick, hits it. Not bad. Costly saves again. Garcia blocked. Second half, all of a sudden, Bournemouth come out after the rocket. Let's play football. Let's go. And we're now all of a sudden on top of the game. Fry wasn't there, didn't attack it. I definitely know a couple of centre-backs that would have. Kevin Wimmer, Phil Jones, hence why you don't start. Instead of that, the highlight's not ended. Is Garcia in the back of the net? I thought it was done. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was pointless. I wasn't going to commentate it. I was going to complain about Daniel Fry. Instead, it's 2-1. We're now in the lead. Garcia scores. There we go. Manzo played Melling. Melling took a touch. Looked in backstick. Passed everybody. Garcia on the volley. On the half volley. Bangs it in bottom bins. And the Spaniard backup left winger has done the job yet again. And we are now 2-1 up against Bordeaux. Here, away from home in France. Costely goes long. Can we find a third maybe? Melling heads, the club captain, only as far, but we'll get it back with the secondary ball. Into Troy Deeney. Deeney now looking for Umar Farr. Farr's there, first time, that's a finish. He has been hitting him in left, right and centre all of a sudden, Umar Faye. He scored against Chelsea, he's banged that one in on the volley. And all of a sudden, after a rocket at half-time, we've gone from 1-0 down to 3-1 up. And it's a completely different Bournemouth side in the second half. Deeney with a great ball, great run from Umar Farr off his man, into the channel, in between full-back and centre-back. And Team Umar, there he goes. Look, this guy should be unreal. And the amount of chances he missed in the first half of this season is a joke. But he's now coming the goods. Umar Faye. There we are. Good old Umar. 63 played. Kamano on it. Still Kamano. What a challenge from Kevin. Falls to Cardoza though. Cardoza, scuff it holds. It holds well. 64 played. 3-1 up. All of a sudden, the front three are playing better. I am, however, in a second, is Cardoza here. Scuff it, what a save. Big save from Scuff it there. He has his moment, Scuff it, where he just has he pulls off a save or two. But I am, for the first time in a while, going to bring Riyad Mahrez on as an inverted winger. Why are they always so bad in the first half and amazing in the second half? I do not know. If I knew, I wouldn't be, I would be having an easier season on my heart. Jackson. That's the first change being made. I reckon with the Huddersfield game, we don't make another change to the rest of the game. Off we go. Let the rest just play. Kevin can even play too. We'll just rest him. 80 played. Sabelli on the ball. Good challenge there from Danny Drinkwater. In the Sabelli. In the Kalu. Kalu now with the ball. Still with Kalu. Whips it out there to Muniesa. Muniesa with a chance to whip. Headed away from Manzo. Roberto touch. We can break here. Troy Deeney wants. Takes a touch. Looks up towards Ume Faye. In the end, that's a foul. Muniesa missed it and then realised that Faye had him for speed. And they're down to 10 now, Bordeaux. And off we go. Can we find a fourth? I'm actually going to tell him to get creative late doors here. They got 10 men. Go get another one, boys. Go get another one. Will it happen? Looks like Mahrez has pulled knee ligaments, but I think that was the original injury that he had, so he should be okay. Looks like it's going to be game over. I had to get Mahrez out there to rest Sissoko. And plus, Mahrez needs the fitness so he can come back for the Liverpool game. You're watching the Merseyside Derby later on. It's a 3 a.m. kickoff. It's a 2:45 a.m. kickoff, technically. But yeah, so the plan is to stream until the season's over. We'll do a little bit of the pre-off season as well. And then to watch the Liverpool game after Chris in bed. As if Mahrez has re-injured it for 3 to 4 weeks. Life is not fair. Anyhow, for everybody on YouTube, I don't know what to make of this episode. We're poor against Chelsea. We then gave them a fright with 10 men. We were then poor in the first half against Bordeaux and then won 3-1 or 4-1, whatever it was. But we lost Mahrez for another month because we brought him on with 10 minutes to go and he somehow re-injured himself for another 3 to 4 weeks. Anyhow, make of it what you will. Links are in the description below. Come follow us on Twitch. As always, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we've gone from it being in our own hands in the Premier League to now it's out of it. However, there are still 9 games to go. Anything is possible. I'll see you in 2 games' time, YouTube, for episode 47, which will be Liverpool and Bordeaux as a double header. But from the Chelsea and Bordeaux games, we've got a lot of work still cut out for us in the Premier League title race.